Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to the video. This video is going to be about using the field calculator and the attributes table in QGIS to make use of your GIS project. So, right here we have a map of Nigeria with the digitized state boundaries. It's black and white because I forgot exactly what I did to this map, but yeah, it's sort of funny. Not so funny, but yeah. So first off, we're going to find the attributes table. We're going to click on right click on the layer we want. We're going to go to Open Attribute Table. Let's just get rid of some of these because we're not going to particularly need them. So let's delete fields. Let's do area. So basically, we have an attribute table here. Now we have two field columns. We have state name and PDPR, and we have a bunch of features. Now, each feature is basically a row. What we can do is we can add new feature to a new row by clicking on Add Feature. And it adds a new feature here. Now, because we're on edit mode, we can edit basically exactly what we want to put in here. So we can just say ABC for our state name field, and just 1, 2, 3 for our PDP-PR field. We can do that. And again, as I mentioned, we're in edit mode. We can edit pretty much anything else. So, for example, we could just say ABC. This is Yobe. So leave it like that. If we want to delete a feature, again, it's very simple. You just click on it. You go to this trash icon and click delete the feature. So to delete the feature, it closed out for some reason. And let's basically open up our attribute table again. I've just looked at how to add and remove features. What we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing for fields. So we can do new field. Just type in field 1. We don't need a comment. Integer 32-bit. Again, it's generally good practice to use 64-bit unless you have some sort of it's generally good to use 32-bit unless you have some really large integer that's, say, for example, 64-bit. For now, because we're not going to enter anything, we're just going to use 32-bit. And we have like an integer. So again, we have a maximum length of 11 because it's 32-bit. So click OK. We have a new field with a bunch of null values now. In order to change the name of the field, first you have to X out. Basically, you have to go to Properties. And by default, because we're looking at the attribute table in the field section, it will default open to this page. So basically what you can do is just click on this area right here, and you can change the field name to field test 2. We'll click OK. Go back to attributes table. And you can see it changed the name. Now what we can do now, if we want to get rid of our field test, we can just, our field test 2, we can just get rid of it by clicking delete field, selecting field test 2, and clicking OK. Now finally what we can do is we can go to field calculator, this allows us to create a new field based on the sort of parameters we put in. So for example, you need to have create new field checked here. If you don't do that, you can't actually update the existing field, but we're just going to create a new field. And we want to do is we're going to find the area of each state. So we're going to type in, we're going to call this area state. Now because I anticipated that there's going to be a lot of digits that's going to be in our answer, so 32-bit isn't going to cut it. So we're going to go for 64-bit. Output field length is 10. Actually, first of all, I'll just show you an expression. Basically, no, we're going to create an area state a bit later. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to find the percentage in PDP. So yeah, as I mentioned, we're going to get to this state area later. This is just how you sort of create a simple expression. So we're looking for the percent of seats not won by the PDP. So we're going to do, we can leave this 32-bit. We're just going to do 100 minus PDP PER. Because again, we're finding the 100%. So for example, if we had 100 minus 75, that's 25. 100 minus 56, that's 44. And if you can look at our preview, we can just see, for example, this is the case. Preview is 44. So we're going to click OK. I'll click a new field. New Oops. Actually, no, I didn't actually make a mistake, so I just paused for no reason. But basically, so we have our percent PDP finally loaded. Now the final thing we're going to do is we're going to try to figure out what the areas of all of these digitized shape files are, digitized polygons. So we're going to go back to Open Field Calculator. Let's see, and then we're going to go to 64-bit because we need to have the area fit into it. And we're going to call it area states. Now what we can do is we can go back to geometry. And you can use like a whole bunch of geometry functions here. Again, you can basically search through this whole database. You can click on these sort of opening tabs. For example, you can use map layers and maps. So many useful stuff right here. It would take a really enormous amount of time to kind of sort throughout, but basically what we can do is we can just click on area. It gives us a preview. It shows there's going to be, let's see how many integers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it'll be 10. There are 10 digits here plus the decimals. So that tells us we need to use the integer 64-bit. So we're going to click. So okay, we typed in area. This $ plus the area should tell us that, or should give us the area in terms of a new field. So we're going to click OK. And it gives us the area of all the states right here in integer form. So for example, we can see that Abia state is here, which has about 466 million square meters or something. We can see that Adama state over here is quite a bit bigger, has quite a bit larger area. And yeah, so that's basically the basics of QGIS field calculators and attribute tables. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.